Okay, we got a good battery. Colton's gonna try to fire this thing once. See if it'll fire and stay running. Oh, wait a minute. We need fuel. All right, so you ever have those buys that you're saying, what did you do? What did I do? This was a guy I've come to know up in Indiana. I actually bought this out of Louisville, Kentucky, and now it came back to Louisville, Kentucky. But this is a 1989 Chevrolet crew cab ramp truck. It's got a 19-foot Hodges bed on it, 454, 400 automatic. It looks pretty rough. The body is fairly rough, but man, they took care of the interior. I mean, look at that seat. The back seats just as clean, which they normally are. But I mean, it's faded, which is almost, well, it's very disappointing because if it wasn't faded, I mean, look at that. And they're comfortable. They're so.
It actually smells good. It doesn't even smell like.
Yeah, it doesn't smell bad.
Look at animals.
Look at it. Look at the headliner. I don't know if it said no smoking on the dash. Maybe they stuck to that. Now, the one thing they didn't do. Oh my goodness, they got into wiring on this thing. They were some hack masters on the wiring. And there was about 3 pounds of wiring that we took out of this, and stuff was just wired every which way. But as you can see, the bed needs skirts put on it, and right now we've used it for a shelf. We've got the bed off the. So we put a new fuel pump on it, and this wiring, we didn't do this nastiness. All this wiring's pretty horrible, and we are just trying to see if it'll run. It hasn't run in several years, so we're gonna hook it up, try to get it running. All right, try that. I don't know that we did much, but hold on. Why is this one smoking? Can I just do without this one? Is that one not doing anything? I mean, this line is literally smoking. Let me take this one off and see if it. I wonder if maybe because there's stuff connected that's causing it to. All right, try that. Whoa. Well, that's interesting. Try that again. Nothing now? Hang on. He said the rear lights on the cab were on. Hang on. Wait a minute.
There was got a brake light right here that's on.
Are there switches? Well, that's. Something's drawing power then. So we have something drawing power as we're trying to charge the battery. Something's drawing power, so it can't charge the battery. Hardly enough to get it to crank over. We got lights that are on with no switches on, so we don't know what's going on there. I don't know. Put a new fuel pump on it because I just figured that was going to be junk anyways. We got a good battery in there, but we got something drawn on it. Heavily drawn on it. But based on this mess of wiring, something could be just dead shorting out. Wow. Unless we get a lucky break. Try cranking that over one more time. Now, it likes to shoot a little fizz of something here and go dead. So, I wonder if we can so it ain't the battery's fine, or should be fine, but I'm gonna charge the battery just to, so something's drawing on the battery. We gotta figure out how to bypass all that junk and just run the motor. And right now that's above my pay grade. So this is what happens when couldn't get the starter figured out. Joe had to come and bail me out. Puts the starter back in, gets it figured out. But now we don't have any spark. We got it rolling over, but no spark. So Joe, because he's such a little guy, jumped right up in there and he's gonna get her fixed. So we got no spark. We just so happen to have another HEI distributor in stock. So we're gonna try that, I think, because the coil doesn't seem to be throwing any spark. So thing out of it. So we're throwing a coil in that we had in stock to just try it out and see if that is the issue.
Ought to generate something. Just turn the key to the first position for a second.
There it is.
All right, cranker. Keep trucking.
Battery's tired. I got another level on that battery charger.
Got it.
You on it?
Yeah.
Hit it?
Yep. Man, can't believe that battery is that bad.
It seemed like it was drawing on, because that's the thing, even after I first hooked it up, it didn't like it much. All right, we had to bring reinforcements in. We got Gene down here. Gene brought us another distributor because we've been fussing with this one.
Don't blame it on me. I'm not doing anything. I'm watching. You know, he's doing all the work.
So far we've tested the module, tested the coil, tested all this other stuff, can't get any spark. So now Joe just dropped a distributor in there that Gene had, and we're gonna try and see what happens.
You honoring or me? What?
Gene will reach in there.
Reach
Gene will reach in there and fire it up.
See if we get any.
Because I want to film this firing up.
Everything clear?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding me. Woohoo!
I turned it off.
Retard it a little bit. Hit her. Yep.
Hang on, let me crank this bad boy up.
Go for it.
There, we got her on.
Yep. Alright, hold up.
If it ain't one thing.
You got shit
Oh,
smoking here.
what are we smoking on there?
That's your positive battery cable.
Hang on, let me shut that off.
Right next to the leaking fuel filter, or fuel pump. No lie. I mean,
Well, it's got to be a good, interesting leak.
It's leaking.
uh-huh. Somebody didn't tighten the clamps up or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's coming from the, you got the line from the tank off?
It's just right here. Yeah. So now the battery was about dead, so we're going to try and fire it up with those Duramax.
Alright.
He's got no throttle cable, remember?
I'm just trying, in case it backfires, I'm just trying to keep it.
You don't want your face right there?
Alright, get it.
Got life. So we finally got this beast running last night. We had to put a new distributor in there, which I think we probably, it's just sitting there. This is the cap and coil that I got to switch it out to. That's the old cap and actually a different coil that I had in stock. But I think what ended up happening, my suspicion is, if you can look down in this mess of wire here, let me get you a little closer. See that nice little tape on there? That didn't have tape on there. I put it on there last night. Somebody had stripped the wire there to tie into it. That's the wire that's going to the coil, and so it's hot with the key on and dead with the key off. But I think, as you can see by this mess of wires, I mean, look at this one's cut. There's a green one here that's just going to nothing. There's plugs here. There's, you know, it's just a mess. So we get to sort through all this. There's some sort of circuit breaker or something here. That's from the washer, windshield washer. But anyways, I think they tied into this wire here, and then at some point it hit and grounded, and I believe my suspicion is that it grounded out the module on the coil. I believe it's called module. But so we got a new distributor in there. We're gonna leave it in there, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get a good module to at least have a good, because that's a name brand XL distributor. So anyways, I'm gonna change out plugs, or no, just change out the cap tonight and put that the red one back on there, and see if we can get it running again, make sure everything's good. I do have the fuel line to address, and it's going to get dark. Sun's already down, so I'm not sure I'm going to get to that tonight. But look at this nice wiring that somebody left us. Isn't that nice? That is so much fun, and I hate wiring. So fun ahead. Okay, got the new cap. Moving the plug wires over. I don't know why, but I just put the battery in. I should have put that in a long time ago, had it charging. But one thing Gene found last night, part of the trouble with why we were losing battery. Well, looky there. We got lights on, even when the switch is off.
The rear lights on the back of the cab were on.
Goes back to that lovely wiring up front. So there you go. Gotta love it when people start hacking wiring. Okay, we got a charged up battery, got a little fuel. Let's see if this thing will fire and run. Colton's in there, gonna run it. Go for it. Gorilla tape over the emissions thing. Running. Sitting there idling. Some of the wiring was our nemesis on that because a wire had shorted, which shorted out the module and the coil, and we were chasing that issue until we finally figured that out. But somebody had switched it. This should be a throttle body, and they switched it to a carburetor, which I don't blame them, but they did. And so we've got this mess of wiring that we're gonna have to go through and straighten out. We have been toying with the idea very seriously of putting a 12 valve Cummins in this thing, 6BT, 12 valve. So yeah, so gotta do some rust repair on the bed skirts. The bed itself, all the supports are in pretty good shape, but the bed skirts are, as you can see from the pictures, are pretty roached out. Hang on, man. Oh, ow, dude. The sharp part even. I know. Sharp part of the head, I mean.